Formula 1 97 is one of my favourite games of the 90s. Published by Psygnosis, this was the second game developed by Bizarre Creations, and featured a number of game-modifying cheats. By simply changing your name in the Grand Prix driver select menu, you could toggle on some rather strange effects. Firstly, by naming yourself Billy Bonus, you could unlock new tracks, including one in the shape of an F1 car, Adelaide, Okayama, and 1960 Silverstone. The Silverstone track is presented with a monochrome filter and features 1960s cars too. Contrasting this vintage track, entering your name as Pieman will change the cars into anti-gravity wipeout vehicles, complete with floaty handling and a blue light exhaust trail straight out of Wipeout 2097, which of course was a game also published by Psygnosis a year beforehand.
Good stuff! That's exactly the start he would have wanted. This is terrible! They must both be out of the race now.
Now, as you can probably tell from the name of my channel, I'm a big fan of Super Monaco GP. Now, before it became Super, the original was a top-down racer, and by naming yourself as Zoom Lens, you can activate this viewpoint in F1 97. Sadly though, this makes the game almost impossible to play as the cars are just too fast for the amount of track you can see ahead of you, although I do still appreciate the nostalgia. They clearly spent a bit more time on some cheats than others, as they do vary in quality. Take for example Little Wheels, which gives your car, well, massive wheels. It looks funny, it isn't particularly playable as collision detection isn't modified from the standard cars and you can barely see the cars behind the tyres. Next, another retro themed cheat. Virtua Racing is to arcade racers what Doom is to first person shooters, and by calling yourself Virtually Virtual, you can remove the textures from the polygons, giving us an authentic 1993 feeling. It still amazes me how fast gamers have developed in the 90s. VR and F1 97 were only 4 or 5 years apart. V10 engine's not good enough for you? How about some extra sound effects? Change your title to Swap Shop to get strange additional sound effects, including bouncy crashes and funky braking. It will slow you down though, as you'll be constantly driving erratically to hear those extra sounds. Two to go now, and this one is one of the stranger ones. Change your name to Cats Dogs to change the rain to, well, not cats and dogs, but frogs of course. Clearly the developers just had a bit of extra time on a Friday afternoon at some point, but I love this kind of quirky stuff in games. Although, my favourite strange cheat in the game is this last one, where we can enter the code BOXCHATTER to get an animated Murray Walker and Martin Brundle on screen. Commentary remains the same as usual, but seeing a mini Muppet Murray exclaiming as he does, it's just brilliant and always brings a smile to my face.
Sensational! That's exactly the start he would have wanted. Was that a bit of argy-bargy there, Martin?
You're right there, Murray.
So there we have it, a little look at the cheats from F1 97. I'm amazed by how many people have been watching the last few videos, it's so much appreciated. I'm hoping to do some more real world F1 content in the next few videos, so if that's something you like, please do consider giving us a subscribe so that you can find me in the future. Bye for now.